Pilgrim's third down, 3rd and 6 from the 26. Motion into a wing right side. Flea flicker. Toss it back to Brophy. Jacks have it double covered. He throws it into triple coverage. Jacks with an interception. Now
a return.
8 seconds left. Up the field to 50.
Oh, nice
40,
block.
Big block. At the 30. At the 20. 1 second. Time is out. Alizé.
Touchdown! Touchdown!
Win it!
No time left! No
Black
time
flags.
left!
Looking for no flags. Alizé Ward an interception.
No
return
time left
for a
on
touchdown.
the clock.
Are you kidding me?
We've got a celebration penalty, but
We'll take it.
hey. Wow. What
How stupid are you?
a way to finish a game.
The only way you can lose this game is to do what they just did. Thank you.
And that was triple coverage. They had the receiver covered. You throw that ball away, worst case you punt.
Alizé Ward, thank you very much.
Our best returner
No doubt.
on the interception.
Lumberjacks win it 37-31. The final tonight from Homer Bryce Stadium. Jacks rally from dead.
You were asking for our first turnover. We finally got it with no time left.
No time,
no time left.
He literally began the return with 8 seconds. I think he caught it at about the 30. It goes 70 yards. You see the return here. What a play. I can't believe that they do this.
That's on the 30, a 70-yard return.
As you watch it here, Alizé comes all the way across the field.
Huge
Holy
block.
smokes.
And then he hurdles the last man right there to take it in.
Touchdown, Lumberjacks. Lumberjacks rally from 10 down here in the fourth quarter. Win it tonight, 37-31 over Incarnate Word. We're back to wrap it up in the Bud Light postgame report when Lumberjack football continues right after this on the SFA Sports Network from Learfield.
NCAA volleyball for you tonight. Shelton Gym, Nacogdoches, Texas. The Sugar Bears of Central Arkansas come in 11-1, and they will take on host Stephen F. Austin in what shapes up to be an incredible heavyweight match here. SFA and UCA, the only teams with double-digit wins coming in. You see the Southland supremacy. SFA has won the last 5 Southland Conference openers, but they got their match for them tonight, as UCA is the only team that has a winning record against SFA in Debbie Humphrey's tenure. UCA is 11-1. This matches their best start since they became Division I. So we definitely have 2 of the heavyweights in the Southland Conference volleyball slate at it here tonight. Central Arkansas featuring a fantastic offense. We'll get into that as we go. The public address announcer announcing starting lineups here. Central Arkansas, winners of its first 11 of its first 12. This is the best start to a season. They have 7 sweeps already, and of the 8 players that have been honored with Southland Conference Player of the Week, they have won 3 of them, including right there in your screen, number 16, Elizabeth Armstrong, right there, 16, the reigning offensive Southland Conference Player of the Week. SFA, they also were 11-1. They've lost 3 of their last 4, but that also was the best start in program history. This is the first time since 2009 the Jacks have had double-digit wins, and they lead the Southland Conference in more than 7 categories, including they are in the top 20 in the nation in total aces, and there you see 89. Now, what's interesting is that Central Arkansas is tops in the Southland Conference in aces per set. So we have a lot of offensive weapons and a ton of great serving for you here tonight from Nacogdoches, Texas. So glad you're along with us. I'm Greg Miller. You're looking down at Shelton Gym. As we mentioned, UCA, the only Southland Conference school that can boast an over 500 record against SFA in their history. SFA has only been able to win 5 of 18 prior. They had 42 kills in a sweep last November. That match you see on their screen was the last Southland Conference match that these two schools played before the tournament. There's Debbie Humphreys in her 30th season. She has 648 career wins at the helm of the Jacks program, closing in on 650. She's matched by Jenny Jones-Chapman, who is in her 3rd season. What a decorated player Jenny Jones-Chapman was at the University of Florida, as she was involved in 3 Final Fours while she was a student athlete at Florida. Former assistant at Missouri State and Indiana State before taking over for David McFatridge here at UCA. Her club finished 12-4. And in the background there, you see Marissa Collins, 3-time setter of the year. Officials tonight, Richard Blue, who's been around the Southland Conference a ton, and Tracy Belton, her first match to call here this year from Nacogdoches. We are just about ready to get underway. You take a look at the front line of SFA, as Darren Coleman and Eagleton will be on the floor with setter Hollis, Corinne Evans, and libero Lexus Kane. For UCA, back row of Tippett, Emily Doss, who's a freshman, Abby Harry on the outside. They'll go to her for the first swing, and it's in. We've got a development here, as Savannah Allen was injured last week, and so freshman middle blocker Alana Bramwell will start off on the floor for Jenny Jones-Chapman Club, along with Samantha Anderson, the big right side, 6'3", who threatens to pose a ton of problems for SFA in this match. There's the dig by the freshman over Doug. Eagleton guns it back down. We're tied at 1. A lot of offensive weapons on both sides. As you see there, Darren and Eagleton. Darren, who shifted over to the right side for SFA. Central Arkansas features Sam Anderson, who you saw right there with her first attack, and Haley Tippett. A lot of balls will go out to the pins. Anderson, another attack. This one long. Anderson and Haley Tippett, a transfer from Stetson, are the main 2 offensive weapons. There you see Anderson.
Sophomore Tyler Johnson, a defender, comes on for Bailey Bosley. That's a straight swap, no change of position there. And perhaps just more fatigue, maybe save the legs. They've got a game in a couple of days, the Lady Jacks. Fondren takes a long shot, and she finds the top left corner, and she gives her team a 3-1 lead. And looks like game over now.
What a fantastic shot by Sophia Fondren. We've seen 2 shots from her early on in this game, and they were a bit wide. But she finds the back of the net. It was a perfect strike from Sophia Fondren. 3-1 Lady Jacks.
So we see here on the replay, great strength from Termini. Finds her teammate. Fondren, 1 touch. Cracks it in.
And welcome everybody to Homer Bryce Stadium as the Lumberjacks play their final home game of the regular season here at Homer Bryce Stadium. Senior Day 2017. The Lumberjacks have been good at home on Senior Day. Clint Koch is 3-1 in Senior Day games coming into this one as the Jacks host the Colonels of Nicholls State. A 7-2 overall record, 6-1 in the Southland Conference with aspirations of a Southland Conference championship. They're led by quarterback Chase Forcade, 5th in the Southland Conference in passing yards. Had a career day a week ago in leading them to a comeback victory. Forcade will be the focus of the Lumberjacks defense, who played very well a week ago against the Lamar Cardinals. On the offensive side of the ball for the Lumberjacks, Kajana Amos has been carrying the load. Kajana, in his last 3 times out for the Lumberjacks, had a career-high 142-yard performance against Central Arkansas, had almost 200 yards of offense from the line of scrimmage in a win over Houston Baptist, and then the last time out 2 weeks ago, had his second 100-yard rushing game of the season against the Lamar Cardinals in the Lumberjacks' 34-7 win over Lamar. The Colonels, number 17 in the country, the Lumberjacks, trying to get back to even at 4-5. It's all coming your way next from Homer Bryce Stadium here on Southland Conference football. Drives him to the baseline, into the paint to Clark. Clark back up top. Instead it goes to Augustin. Aaron off the backboard. Are you kidding me? Shannon Bowes. (86-59). Augustin saw him behind him, puts it high off the glass like a layup drill. Shannon Bogues throws it down with the right hand. Max inbound it with 11.8 to play. Bogues holds it on the right wing. Shannon to his left. Pushed into the corner, elevates, jumper up, bounces, no good, tipped out. Augustin at the border, lets it fly, wins it with a three at the buzzer. Aaron Augustin wins it for the Lumberjacks, 68-65 on the offensive rebound and the 22-footer. As Augustin scores his 10th point of the game, they'll review it to make sure it was good. Officials at the table looking at it. But it appeared the ball out of his hands before the red light came on. There's the catch. The ball is good. Jacks win. 68-65. Aaron Augustin from downtown with the offensive rebound and the putback as SFA keeps it alive. 7-1 now on the season. Monroe falls to 3-4. Augustin with a huge putback, and SFA keeps it alive with a win here over the Warhawks. Back to wrap it up with a Bud Light postgame report when Lumberjack basketball continues on the SFA Sports Network from Learfield.